Hi vinyl community, I'm back to shoot a quick video. This cap is called Gobba caps in Sweden, old man's cap, and I love it. So you will see that more in the future, and it has the same color as my shirt. So I'm very fashionable. Yes, that's me. I'm here mainly to do a kind of a quick shout out video for a VCLT that I received this weekend, and also I got a new phone, so I'm testing the front camera of my phone to see if it's got better picture and how the sound works and stuff like that, compared to the built-in webcam that I have on my iMac that is shit old, like 2009 or something like that. So let's just see how this looks and sounds and so on. But the guy, let's start like this. Like 2 months ago maybe, I did a live video, and I did a long ass video, and in one part of the video I complained, or I bitched and moaned about that I only had 2 Thanx Van Sant records, and that they are very expensive here in Sweden when you find them. Like twice the amount that they go on Discogs, and oh yeah, sure, you can go out and buy them on Discogs. And I never see them in stores, so I just bitched and moaned about that. And just like maybe 10 minutes after I finished the video, I got a message on my Instagram from a guy named Chris. He goes by the username of TrendKill2, I think. And it's so embarrassing, but I can't remember. I think he's on YouTube, or I know he's on YouTube because he responded on my live video. But I can't remember if it's Trendkill something. So I mean, you'll see this. So please hit me up with a message. I looked through my subscriptions, and I looked through the comments on my videos and stuff like that, but I couldn't find you really. So just message me so I know your tagline. But Chris, and we've been talking a little bit on private message on Instagram, just back and forth. He said that he had a Thanx Van Sant record that he wanted to send me, and I was blown away because, I mean, the kindness of this guy living in the States, sending a record to me, just because he enjoys my videos and has bought some of the stuff that I've been showing for the last years. So that's very, very super kind of him. But he didn't send one record. He sent 3 records, and I haven't listened to all of these back to forth. I've listened to one side of each record because I just wanted to sample them. So I'm going to talk more about this in a recent Vinyl Finds video later on. But I wanted to show them and just pay my respect and thanks to Chris. So the first record he sent was this one. I Don't Care is the band's name, with Ask Anyone. And the little note here that Chris wrote was Cheap Heat. This is a jazz rock $1 record, and it's pretty good. And I only listened to the first side, but man, shit, it's good. A fusion record. Sometimes it feels a little bit like when early Chicago stuff with the horns, when they were really, really good. I get the vibes of that, at least on some parts of this. Really, really good. Highly recommended. And I'm gonna dive into the second side, but I'm gonna talk about that more in recent Vinyl Finds. Okay, so the record he sent me that I got was this one, Flying Shoes with Thanx Van Sant. And as you can see, there's a note here too. I'm not gonna repeat that. And this was sealed. This was sealed from 1978, US first press, sealed. And I mean, this is the first. I've had a couple of like maybe a handful of sealed records throughout the days, and I always open them. I mean, there's no discussion. I always open, because I think, in my opinion, when I buy a record, I don't buy it to collect it like a stamp. Mainly, I want to listen to the music. So if I buy it, I play it. But this one, I was really like confused. Should I open this? Because as we all know, with the shrink wrap that you can see here, a lot of times the records is warped, and I just crossed my fingers and I sliced the mother open, and yeah, it's a little bit warped. You can hear it in the quiet parts, but not too bad. Absolutely not too bad. And the sound quality of the pressing was just insane. His voice and the guitar just goes out from speakers perfectly. So really glad to add this to my small, but now thanks to Chris, growing Townes Van Sant collection. And I mean, I love Townes Van Sant, and that record is fantastic. But he also sent me one, and I've only listened to one side of this, and it just blew me away. And obviously I've heard of this because it's very popular now. It's a popular jazz group. I've seen it posted, their records posted on Instagram, and I've seen people, I think at least, shown it in the VC. But I've never like paid any mind to the band, and it just blew me away. The band is called Ill Considered. I think at least Ill Considered. It's a UK sort of free jazz outfit, if I am reading the note from Chris here now, and if I did the research correct. This is called Live at the Crypt, and this is part 2. There's a part 1 also. This is the white label version of it. It comes in a generic sleeve, and it's limited to 300 copies. And it's so free, but at the same time very melodic, and almost like a free sort of a spiritual free jazz record, but with a lot of energy. When I listened to it, it just name drop something. It drew my attention towards like Miles Davis' Bitches Brew, but it's a lot more themed and melodic. So my guess is that a lot of people would like this, even if you're not a huge jazz fan. A great sort of like starting point for freer jazz. So it's going to be so interesting to dive in and sink my teeth in the second side of this. But I'm already totally convinced, and I'm gonna do my best to hunt down the other records. They have like 6-7 records out now, I think, at least. So I'm gonna research it and see what I like and try to get grab it, especially volume 1. I have to have the body of this record. So Chris, thank you so much. Very kind of you. And yeah, I'll try to, as I said in the PM, I'll try to send something to you when I find it, and I know what you like. So when I'm out there in the crates, I'm gonna have you in mind. So that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon. Bye.